Hi, I'm Kellen and I'm making this video to demonstrate and teach you how to facilitate some team building activities as part of PSP 5822 team building in the master's program for John F. Kennedy University. Now the first activity I'm going to explain to you is one called Team Rope Spider Web, and it's basically a way for the team and athletes to get to know each other on a strictly athletic basis. It's the few objectives for this activity would be for each athlete to externalize what they commit to in the upcoming season, or feelings about how they perceive their team, or what their sport means to them, or how important their sport really is to them. So it kind of provides a forum for those athletes to express those feelings that you may not express on a normal basis, because everyone's going to be sitting in a circle, and you're provided an opportunity to express certain emotions and feelings that you may not do otherwise. Another objective would be for athletes to build confidence in expressing those feelings in front of their teammates, because a lot of times athletes are very internal and they don't like externalizing a lot of their emotions and feelings. So this is an activity where it kind of gives them an opportunity to do so, and I think that's really important for athletes to really externalize all their emotions that they may be feeling. It's pretty simple setup. You have to buy about 300 to 400 feet of rope, and you kind of just wad it up into a big ball, so it'll look like a big ball of yarn, but it's actually rope. Second piece of setup is have everyone put their chairs in a circle. So all the athletes are going to be sitting in a circle facing in. Obviously, depending on the team size, the circle is going to be different size. And how I envision the staff or a facilitator kind of on the exterior of the circle, observing what's going on. So that's how I've done it in the past. I feel like there's a way where you can incorporate the staff into the circle as well. But either way, the staff is present, the facilitator is present. Whether you're participating or not is completely up to you. And it's honestly pretty simple to play. So the first athlete takes the big ball of rope and holds it, okay? And it's his turn to speak. What an athlete might say in that situation is maybe something they promise to bring to the team that year, what they commit to, maybe some goals that they want to achieve. And it's just something to where every athlete is built up, and they want to commit to their teammates. They want to say, like, you know what, I'm going to stay positive no matter what happens, no matter what role I'm going to be in. That would be a great example of what's said in these meetings. And it's a lot of times stuff that athletes don't usually talk about. So it's providing that opportunity for those athletes to go on and share their feelings. Now, let me get back to how it works. So the first athlete holds their rope, says their piece, and throws it across the circle to a teammate. Now, before they throw it, they hold on to the end of the rope, okay? And their teammate catches it, and then they express whatever they have to say, and they'll throw it across the circle, holding onto the rope again. So at this point, the rope's gone across and across again, okay? And you repeat that process until everyone speaks. So then, and everyone holds onto the rope, and at the end, it's going to create a web sensation where everyone in the circle is contributing to the web. Okay, pretty simple rules for this. Everyone has to speak, and it's just a way for people that may not be a verbal person. They might have the opportunity to speak. And another rule is everyone's got to hold on to the rope tightly to be able to symbolize the team working together. Now, at the end of the exercise, ideally what you want to do is you want to take some heavy objects and put them right in the middle of the spider web, and show that no matter what, if the athlete is doing their part and holding onto the string or hold on to the rope as tight as they can, their team can handle a lot of adversity, things bringing them down. But as long as they're holding their rope tight, it's going to hold that item up in the air. And it's a pretty powerful exercise to show the athletes that everyone needs to do their part, regardless of the biggest role or the smallest role on the team. If everyone does their part, they can withstand a lot of pressure and overcome a lot of adversity. Okay. Now moving on to the debrief questions. You can go a lot of different directions, but a few questions that you can ask. What does the web represent? Get the athletes talking about their take on teamwork and cohesion and the importance of everyone doing their role. That's kind of the direction ideally athletes would want to go with that one. Another question you can ask them is that you can have them externalize about how they felt their team cohesion was before the activity and then after the activity, and see how it changed and see how the activity contributed to that team cohesion and the thoughts that they have about it. Another question you can ask is, what are their feelings about how did it make them feel when they're expressing those feelings to their teammates? Because a lot of times it might make them feel insecure, or some guys might be confident. Some people might just be naturally inclined to tell people those things. But I think that's a good question to dig deep into to your athletes, because you can learn more about how well they, or how comfortable and non-comfortable they feel in those difficult situations. Another question you can ask your athletes in this activity is how they're going to move forward based on what they plan to commit to for the season in their goal setting. So a lot of times athletes will say, well, I want to contribute to the team this way. And then you can guide them into a goal setting discussion based on what they want to commit to, because then they can have more of a focused approach to how they're going to attack their game. And it's a good way to segue right into goal setting, which is a difficult topic at times for athletes to get into. So that's the team rope spiderweb activity, and I hope it works well for you. Thank you.